Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 703 North Webster Street here in Portland. We're located at the front of the home, 3-inch ABS cleanout. You have water running. We'll zero out right here at the base of the cleanout. Off we go into the sunset. Transitions here over to 4-inch diameter pipe. You can see it's belling out here. Transitions over to 3034 right here, 46 feet. And right here is our main lateral connection at 50 feet on the dot pretty much. I'm having trouble getting exact locates here. Part of it is the depth. It's way the hell down there. It looks like it's right around 15 feet, if not deeper. It's right in that area. I push the camera. I'm actually in the main lateral right now, so I can get the camera flattened out. Part of the trouble I'm having here is it's such a steep angle coming down into this final approach into the main that the signal is just, when the camera is at a hard angle like that, it's very difficult to get an exact locate. Ideally, the camera's sitting almost flat like it is here. So I put a marking right here. I've got 3 white dots in the road, picking the camera up right around 8 feet 8 to 9 feet deep. But right here, it's such a hard angle that the locate is just not coming in clearly. I can get part of it, but when I walk forward to if you use a locator, you know what I'm talking about. You kind of have 2 reference dots on your screen. I can pick up the first one, but when you can't really get right on top of it because of how steep this angle is here. So I marked it 45 feet, and then I pushed the camera into the main right here, flattened the camera out, and then located and drew a line in the road where I'm picking it up at. But the depths we're working with here, you just want to use some caution when digging. My locate at 45 feet though, as it's 4 feet roughly, 4 or 5 feet from the main, but it's not 4 or 5 feet out from this spot here because it's diving so hard. It's probably only about 2 feet or so actually in front of this if you're drawing a straight line. But that's as good as I can get it. I just am not picking up an accurate signal once I drop into here to try and locate right where the connection is. The best I can do is what I've got right now. So all right, I'm hoping with those 2 markings there, I've got a marking, you know, at 45 feet, and then basically where the camera actually sits in the main, and essentially between those 2 points, I think, is our main lateral connection. But with that hard dive off right there, at 45 feet, we're at 9 feet. By the time you hit the bottom of that drop, you're probably closer to around 13 or 14 feet. It's almost it's not quite a straight vertical dive, but it's at least a 45-degree angle. So it's diving off probably 3 to 4 feet deeper than it is at 45 feet. It's down there a ways. still looking for a tie-in here for a possible party line connection. We're going to run the camera back out one more time just to double check. I have not seen anything obvious though tying in here. Now, unlike most sewer lines, the transition on this one which is right here to PVC pipe, is out in the middle of the street. Normally it's right up against right at the street curb. This joint is showing a little bit of separation. I'm still seeing rubber fern coat between the joint, but there has been some movement there. So if you're opening that hole up big enough, you're going to see this, and it could be a good time to correct it if you want to. Tighten that joint back up. But yeah, I'm not seeing any tie-ins here coming in. Nothing obvious anyway. There's a couple turns we've made where, I mean, you can get some blind spots on the camera where you just can't see, but I don't think we have any of that going on here. Right now we're about 2 feet or so past the street curb. We're going to pull back just before the street curb here and locate that. I put a white line across the curb strip where the thing runs over the curb. I'm getting about 6 feet 5 inches deep right here, pretty much right at the curb. When I pull back just a couple feet right about here, I'm getting 7 feet. So it's somewhere between 6.5 and 7 feet deep. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line here. I'll put a marking right where the transition from 3 to 4 inch pipe is at, which is right by the clean out. I just wanted to note though that it's ABS plastic all the way into the roadway, which I'm not a code person. That's just a little unusual. I'm not sure you're supposed to be doing that. Generally, you transition to PVC pipe once you hit the street curb, not all the way in the middle of the road. So right here we're about 2 feet into the line after I zeroed out about 1.5 feet. I'll put a marking on the ground right here, but everything from this point out is 4 inch.